Joss is going to keep this week, just with obviously a slight fracture. I think it's the safest thing to do is for Johnny just to play as a batter. He is fit to bat, and we'll bat at number 4 this week. I think he's fully aware that it's a lot to ask him to keep with a broken finger or a slight crack in it. So he's obviously frustrated and disappointed. He loves doing the job. He's done extremely well the last couple of years. But that's part of international sport. It's not always, you don't always get what you want, and hopefully he uses it in the right way to drive his game forward and to continue to work really hard at that side of his game, and those two can push each other to keep improving in that department. Yeah, there's actually 2 changes to the team from last week. Sam Curran comes in for Chris Woakes. He's not fit to play this time round, and with Ben not being 100% in terms of the amount he can bowl, for the balance of the side, Moeen comes in for Ollie Pope. Yeah, I mean, he's in fine form, isn't he? He's gone back to his county, and what you want from international players is to go back and sort of prove a point and to really stand out, and that's exactly what Moeen's done last couple of weeks. And he seems in a really good place, so that's a good sign for England moving forward, and I'm really pleased for him because he's obviously gone away and worked really hard at his game. But I think that one thing, as I said, there's no guarantees, is there, in international sport? It has opened the door for someone else. We've seen it in the white ball stuff. At the top of the order, guys keep coming in and making it very difficult for someone else to make their way back in if they've got injuries. And hopefully this is a great chance for these 2 guys to keep pushing each other to improve and to take their games to the next level. And Joss has got an opportunity for this game and potentially the rest of this series. We'll have to wait and see, and I think that's a good thing in terms of development for this group. I think Jimmy, I think there's a stat I saw the other day about his last 90-something games, he averages just over 20. So he is rightfully right up there with the likes of Glenn McGrath, one of the greats of the game. And he's one thing he gives me great control. He's obviously a very great attacking threat when it's swinging, when it's seaming, but you always feel that he's going to create pressure for you, and he's always going to ask difficult questions of batters for long periods of time. And as a captain, you can't really ask any more of your bowlers. If you've got an attack that's together doing that in their own way, you're going to win a lot of test matches, and you're going to take 20 wickets regularly. So he's brilliant to have around. I think he's getting better and better, to be honest, which is a great sign. I think he could play for a good while yet, which is really exciting if he can stay on the park and stay fit. And he looks desperate to do so. So from that point of view, it's an exciting time for me to have a senior bowler like that, so dedicated and desperate to continue playing. And hopefully it can be a really special week for him. No, Moeen's going to bat at 7. I think that's where we get the best out of him as well. The way that Joss and Ben played at 5 and 6 in that second innings, rightly so, they should be given the opportunity to do that again. I thought it was a fine partnership. It was a great example to the rest of the guys of how to play Test cricket in difficult circumstances, and ultimately that was a really good lesson for the rest of the group coming into this week. And feel that it gives us a great amount of depth in terms of our batting. Having Mo there with the runs that he's got in the last couple of weeks, even though that was up at 3 for Worcester, whenever he's played for England, he's generally performed at his best at number 7. So again, gives us good depth in that department.